Hello, welcome to Dundrol's podcast. I'm your host Justin. Today I'm reviewing Robotech Countdown, written by Brian Wood with art by Marco Turini. This was published in 2018, which I thought I bought this way before 2018. Because I bought this around the same time I bought that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers trade, and that came out around like 2012 or something. So I don't know. According to this, I got it in 2018 at least, which does not sound right, but whatever. This goes for 17 US and 23 Canadian, 13.99 UK. This collects issues 1 through 4 of the Robotech series. You can see the characters there. So I'm a fan of the anime, and though I'm kind of a casual fan of the anime, right? I do own like a model kit. This is Roy Foker's Veritech or Valkyrie, if we're talking about the Macross, which people don't know. Robotech is based. The first season of Robotech is based off of Dimensional Fortress Macross, right? And I don't recommend these old 80s kits because I never even finished it, because look how cool it looks, right? On the side, I'll show you what it actually does look like. This is what it looks like. It's flimsy as hell. One good fall off the shelf, and this would break this would break, dude. So yeah, the amount of painting you would have to do as well, right? Yeah, I don't recommend 80s kits. Well, I still have this in there. Yeah, I don't buy 80s kits, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. So this obviously follows the anime, right? It takes place. The comic book starts off with Rick Hunter visiting his friend Roy Foker, who is an commanding officer. Not commanding officer. He's like an ace pilot, right? On the Super Dimensional Fortress, or the SDF-1, right? Which is what happened 10 years ago during a world war. The SDF-1, which is an alien aircraft, crash lands on Earth, and it's salvaged and turned into the SDF-1 on the maiden voyage of the SDF-1. They get attacked by aliens, which are called the Centrati, which are a race of alien warriors who genetically modified themselves to be giants, right? There's Roy Foker, who is his Japanese name. Or sorry, what his name in the Japanese show is Roy Fokker. Roy Fokker, very much like Meet the Fockers or Meet the Parents. So you can see why in a television show for kids why they would change the name, right? Yeah. So I don't know. It follows this trade follows like the first few episodes of the show. You get some decent amount of action, right? The art is hit or miss, because it has this some of the characters look good, right? But some of the faces the characters make look very weird, and the characters are very stiff, right? It's very, like, it reminds me of Greg Land's art, where like he's famous because he traces like photographs of people, which lots of artists do that. But Greg Land got in trouble because a lot artists that do that usually have models that model for them, right? People who do poses and they like draw them, right? He just uses photographs online, which could you blame him, right? But yeah, he gets in trouble for that, right? There's the Roy Folker's Valkyrie or Veritech, as it's called, right? So overall, I thought this was good. But my problem with the book, which they changed some stuff, right? They changed some stuff. You actually get to see Lisa Hayes' husband, who I guess was with Fokker when they found the SDF-1, which I don't remember if Fokker was one of the people who investigated the crash site of the SDF-1. But whatever, right? They changed some stuff. When they went to see the SDF-1, investigate the SDF-1, they found dead people there, and I think they're gonna do some like plot twist where it's like, oh, the SDF-1 that crash landed on Earth is their SDF-1 that like they traveled back in time by mistake and they all died or some shit like that. I don't know, because there's like a person that looks like Lisa Hayes, right? So I don't know. Overall, I thought this was good, but they made some changes. The art looks very stiff, and some of the characters make weird faces, right? But overall, I enjoyed it. There's lots of good action. My problem with this book is it's like $23 and it's only 4 issues. That's a bit pricey. When I think you can just watch the show on YouTube for free. Because I remember I had the like DVD like Robotech set, which came with all the episodes and like a bunch of the movies. Some of the episodes were scratched, so I couldn't watch it. But like I just found the show on dubbed and all on fucking YouTube. So I think you can just watch. I haven't checked in a while, but I think you can just watch Robotech on YouTube. So honestly, I think you're just better off just watching the show than just buying this comic book. This trade, because it's like $23 is a bit overpriced, and I know it probably has to do with licensing, but yeah, it's way overpriced for only 4 issues worth of content, right? And I honestly can't recommend it for that price, right? Yeah, it's too much when you can just watch the TV show for free, right? Yeah. If you're wondering, should you watch Robotech or Macross, I would recommend Robotech because Robotech apparently has more action, which is like how do they manage that? But like yeah, a lot of people say like Robotech has more action, where like Macross is a bit focuses a lot on like the pop singer bullshit and the pop idol bullshit, I should say, and like romance triangles and shit like that, man. Which is why I can't get into Macross. The robots look really cool, but then like you watch the stories and stuff, and you watch the TV show, and it's just like I thought this was a war drama, and it's just teenage romance bullshit. And like singing, which the music's not even that good to me, in my opinion, which I know is gonna piss off people. The only like Macross that has really cool music to me is Macross Plus, but like yeah, like the only Macross I would recommend for people is just the original. I guess the original Macross because Robotech, and like Macross Zero has some decent action, but though that's CGI mechs. And then there's Macross Plus, which is really, really awesome movie. And there's like OVAs, which Bryan Cranston voice acted like in the OVA series back in the day. But I think it's hard to find that dub because obviously they would have to pay like Bryan Cranston. You know, he would want a lot of money probably. Yeah, so that's it for this review, guys. If I were to give this a rating, 6.5 out of 10, but I can't really recommend it because of the price range. So for our next review, we're going to review. Somebody said in the comments that they were a Justice League fan, and we have a bunch of Justice League trades. So we're going to review JLA Midsummer's Nightmare, which this is written by Mark Waid with art by Fabian Metza, Jeff Johnson, and Derek Robertson. Not a huge fan of Derek Robertson's art, but yeah. Well, we'll check this out. I'm currently also reading like a fantasy book, so I might review that whenever I finish it, which it's like over 7 pages long, and I'm only like 100 pages in, so it might be like 2 months before I finish that book. Who knows? Alright guys, that's it for this video. Peace.